God created all living beings on earth with distinct and in your beings. Saving a prey by playing dead. Unlike scavengers, most genuine predators prefer live animals as food. Notice this insect saves itself thanks. Some animals seem bigger than they are at times of danger, like the false eyes on the fruit fly's head protect it from predators. In addition, when the fly meets a spider, it immediately starts to imitate the walking pattern of another spider, of which the enemy is afraid. Seeing this surprising behavior, the spider gives up preying on the fly because the walking pattern the fly imitates belongs to a poisonous spider. Coincidences, as the theory of evolution claims. This is because this defense on spiders. First of all, the fly must be able to distinguish between the walking patterns of poisonous. After a long period of research, that a tiny have such an excellent ability of judgment. Besides providing protection for some animals, resemblance also helps some plants to reproduce. The lower leaf of an orchid species resembles a female wasp with open wings in terms of colour and pattern, right down to the thick hairs on its body. In addition, it is created with the ability to produce a scent that attracts the male wasp. The male wasp presses the lower leaf of the orchid as soon as it sees the flower. Doing so, the wasp's head touches the part that contains the flower's pollen. The wasp flies off with the pollen dispersed over its head and antennae. Then it repeats the same process when it is attracted to another orchid in the same manner. So, the wasp randomly daubs the pollen on this orchid. Thus it helps reproduce. This is another plant that reproduces through resemblance. On the petals of this plant are hairs, similar to those of an animal, as well as veins resembling an animal's fat sac. But the real trap is its scent that attracts flies. When a fly approaches, it instantly opens its petals, thus releasing the smell of rotten flesh into the air. Flying towards this odour, the fly instantly perches on the flower. As soon as the fly reaches the pollen, onto the fly, pick a few pollen grains. These tiny grains of pollen will inseminate the flower that will be the next stop of the fly. The reason for such a detailed design is that these flowers can reproduce by this way. In rainforests, the colour red is usually a signal that a creature is poisonous. Taking advantage of this, some non-poisonous animals make use of the colour red present to protect themselves. An enemy, for instance, frogs and salamanders, way as to display a signal to their predator. The false organs that are found in the bodies of some animals help them in many ways. An example to this might be some butterfly and moth species. The tail part of this moth to head. This tiny butterfly acts as if it is aware of the design on its tail and misleads the attacker by turning its back to it. This target-confusing operation helps the creature gain. These are figures on the bodies of some animals that can be called false eyes. Just like all other small creatures, butterflies also have countless enemies. For this reason, as a defense mechanism, some butterflies are created with a pair of false eyes. Although it is an attractive and appealing prey, the butterfly takes on a dreadful look when it opens its wings. Symmetry in these eyes are so perfect that the predators are fully convinced that this animal is not a butterfly. Besides false eyes, some butterfly species have a false face on their wings. This face is so realistic, with its shiny eyes, facial features, frowning eyebrows and nose, is quite discouraging to most predators. However, the butterfly is not even aware of this superior God has in the Quran. There is no creature he does not hold by the forelock. There is a marvelous design in all these living things. It claim that the glorious picture on a butterfly's wings has come about as a result of coincidences. No coincidence can produce such a perfect pattern or harmony in colour. The exact resemblance of the wasp, and moreover its knowing the scent that will attract the male wasp, the ability to secrete it, imply a flawless design that can be to unconscious change. The claim of evolutionists that everything originated through coincidence is utterly ridiculous of these examples of design. It is out of the question and designs, or make a drawing surpassing even that of an artist. And if there is design, designer, it is obvious that just like all other living beings, these creatures are also created by God. The author of the superior is certainly God of the world. Heavens and earth belongs to God. God incarnate